So Tiger, thanks so much. I think today is I'm really glad that we're able to get together and we're able to be able to work through what we're doing on the wellness registry. And we've had a lot of introductions with this process. And so what we wanted to do was just really be able to be more defined and more integrated with how we are going to work with the root brands in putting the registry together and in onboarding the patients or the community, for better sake, for the registry. And I like the introduction here for the wellness registry because one of the things that we are trying to accomplish on this call are a couple of things: is to understand the overall brevity of the number of areas that we're looking at in any experience with the root brand products, any experience that anyone is coming and why they're on the root brand products, and we're just trying to create the background understanding and knowledge, as well as track that process along the way with the journey of the individuals that are on these products and look to that betterment of the outcome. So
Mhm.
we'll get into understanding the registry. And then on the backside of that, we will allow you to hopefully have as detailed of information and to be able to be a great participant in this endeavor as we are. We brought this together with Dr. Ram and Clayton to be able to try to put this together and create an incredible data pool. So the registry, we get asked all the time, what is the registry? So DRC has ventured with ISNS, in which we are going to use this registry platform to look at the data sets of all the experiences within the root products. You will hear benchmark, the patient portal, the portal of how we are combining all of this data and this information that we're gathering. The portal is nothing but just an interactive web page that helps everyone learn about the reason they're taking the products, the history of why they're taking the products, and the surveys along the way that are truly documenting and reporting the outcomes of each individual progress over time.
Yes.
So what we are gaining on our end, and Tiger, jump in anytime, but
The
what we are
science.
gaining on
The
our end
science.
is we are gaining the science behind why the products are doing what they're doing. And
Yes.
so we're casting a net. Say, I'm just going to use a crazy example of 10,000 patients. We have thousands of patients that we've been contracted to look at that are experienced users of the root products. Say we just take a slice of those patients. We want to now be able to understand, are these cardiovascular patients? Are these neurological patients? Are these dermatological? Are they rheumatology? It allows us to
Right.
take this extreme amount of data and now putting this data into buckets. Please jump in, Tiger.
Yes. So we're just trying to basically get a baseline of everybody's overall experience of these products, and we're trying to put the science to it. So you guys joining this registry allows us to use your outcomes and your testimonials and put them to the science so that we can show the world and show the hospital that, hey, our products might be helping people. And then you can also help with our journey and Dr. Ram's overall journey for, global wellness.
And that's why we got brought into this as far as ISNS and the research platform of what we're doing to combine this data, partnering with Benchmark, who is really driving the patient portal experience or the platform experience. Let's use it at that, and customizing all of this data to the user experience of each individual that's out there. So as we work in each different area, whether it's the physician, whether it is the user of the product, we're tracking the wellness progress around the initial baseline platform of day one, and hopefully the journey till 90 to however long the patient experience or the journey for the customer user experience is. And then, as Tiger said, we're gaining the specific clinical scientific information that's going to help design different products with what we're doing within the program.
So you're going to enter the registry by either clicking a link that we will send out, or you might be sent a link from your doctor or physician or another ambassador in the community, and you will just click that invitation and you will put your email and your contact information in it, and then you can also select your preferred language.
And to this point, and like we said, setting this up, one of the things that Tiger and I have been working on is trying to make this as detailed and as efficient as possible, Tiger. Sometimes I don't know if that's possible, but we want to be able to, at the end of this, you will have our contact details, our information, etc. But we want to make it as seamless and hopefully as easy to get the initial data sets into the system.
Yes.
So how it works. Go ahead.
Sorry, you can
No,
go ahead
good.
if you want.
I like it. Go right ahead.
So how it works, you will be asked to complete a survey, which is going to mark obviously your baseline outcomes, because we got to start somewhere. Upon your completion, you will be given a graph with your results in it, and it'll be compared to a 100-point scale. And then as you go along in these treatments, you will be sent various links throughout. I think it's every 3 months, you'll get a link, and you'll just click that link, and it'll be the same set of questions that you initially responded to. And then at the end of that, you will get a graph comparing what you initially responded to your either outcomes, which they're good or bad, either one. We need all of them. And you will just be able to track your wellness as well as your patients if you're a doctor, or if you're just wanting to track your own. Obviously, I think it's a really good tool to use to see if the patient or if the products are actually, working for you.
Oh, that's great. And I think the over time you will see, and please understand where Dr. Ram and Clayton are coming from for the company as a whole, as they are looking at respective therapeutic areas, if they are looking at the outcomes. This is going to be extremely valuable information as protocols are continued to be set on how the products are being used. And there is so much data to be able to gain from this, to be able to, make great, changes or make great presentations on how the root products are working for everyone within the community.
Right. So again, just the registration process, because I know it can get really hectic. And you can also download an app. It's available on the Apple and Android stores, and I believe it's called Benchmark. And so you can, if you don't deal with emails, or you don't check your emails very often, you can have an app on your phone, and it'll just pull up, and you can do this registration process through that app as well. So, you'll just enter your information, create a password. Please remember your password. I know it's kind of a process to recover passwords, because we have to go through the main platform for that. And then you'll just click our terms and conditions, and then you will receive an email via the notifications at the Insight. So if you guys don't know like who you're getting it from, this will be the email that you will be receiving it from, and you'll just click that and you will finalize your registration. And then if any of you guys need help with that process, this YouTube link will take you directly to the website for the platform, and it goes through the whole entire registration process until you are finalizing your account.
Right.
So this is what you will see as soon as you are into the system. So if you see this will be your dashboard on your left-hand side. And then if you have any tasks or any surveys, which you might have your current survey, your baseline survey, it'll be up here where it says no current tasks. And then you'll just click that and you will begin your first survey. Do you want to add anything before we go to the first survey, John?
No, this is perfect. I think we're good.
Okay. So whenever you first are initiated into a circle, this is what you will see. You'll see a general health survey, which will conduct your baseline survey. It'll start off with your chief complaint, your diagnosis, what sent you here. Obviously, these are wellness products. So if you don't have a chief diagnosis, and you just want to take the products for overall wellness, you can just put no complaint, no answer, and then when you started the products for diagnosis state. We do ask, when you started the products, even if you started them a year ago, we still want to track and see how you're doing, prior or post starting this. So even if you been an avid root community person, we can still, everybody is welcome. We need all the data. Just answer your basic questions. And then this is going to go through and ask you specifically which of the products you are taking. Obviously, if you're taking all of them, you can put all of them. And we also do accept other supplements. So if you're taking other companies' supplements or anything like that, we do want you to put that as well. We do ask, what kind of dose you take. So I didn't put every single slide, but whichever product that you clicked, it will ask you, when you started taking it and your dosing for that. So we can track that. And, if you need to change it 3 or 6 months down the road, we have a baseline of where you started. Again, that's going to go through all of your other products. And then all the other products that you're taking that are not root products, we also want to know about those. So fill out that information. And then we also want to know about side effects. Side effects are a really big thing that we want to know about. So if you guys do have any side effects, we will go through these and look at everybody's side effects. And then medical history, we need to know your medical history, if you're on any medications, if you've been diagnosed with cancer or any autoimmune disorders. And then this is going to be your medical history. Once you click these, a little drop down menu will pop up. So cardiovascular is going to be heart attacks, strokes, high blood pressure. Gastrointestinal is going to be your IBS, GERD, stuff like that. We just want to know, your medical history. And then now we would love you to join.
No,
so that's basically just a rundown of the very first survey that you will have to answer. It's very basic, just kind of want to know about your history and your history of the products.
And Tiger, I think how this is set up, and I really appreciate that, and no different than anyone's experience with the product. Like you said, even if they've been on it for a year ago, or we are just wanting to try to create some type of engagement, because the data will be so important and so powerful once you start aggregating this and putting everything together. And in that last slide, even as you talked about the different disease states, it doesn't, we don't have to get very specific, but it helps us continue to bucket. If we look at different, we know how many patients are in the cardiovascular side, no different than the gastrointestinal side. And I think that all of the community and the users of the root products, you can see how we are trying to target this and create value to each and one of every use. So we can create different case studies. We can create different information and showing how the success of these respective therapeutic categories are not only valuing everyone on the products that they're taking, but then for those that it may create something that's, I wasn't aware of that. Oh, okay, man, that's very valuable information. And if we open this up, and it's all around the science, and we can't be thankful enough for Clayton and Dr. Ram to not only take the time, but take the investment to be able to want to invest in their products, to understand the science around the users of their products. And then I think this is what really separates Root and the Root products from others in the industry, is that they're taking the time to look into it scientifically and look into how they can better their products and how they can better the experience with the users of the products. And that is really it. And part of what we tried to do, what Tiger and I tried to do, we're open to any questions, or if there's issues that you're having to understand this, if there's things that you find challenging filling out, we can help you with that. It's just the ability to try to engage and create the experience of everyone within these products and try to throw this data. Now, this data, Tiger, and I think it'd be very important to tell, is aggregated. It's not like it will be singled out. It's not, that is the beauty of collaborating with the benchmark properties. It's just truly going into a warehouse of data where the data is therefore put together in all of these respective areas. And as you see, the questions that are going along the timeline.
And I also have a slide deck of the whole process throughout all of the surveys you'll take. So if anybody wants those, I am happy to send those out as well. It's literally a step-by-step process. So if anything is confusing, or I would be glad to get on a call with you and go through that process with you. Just let me know. Me and John are very, we're very open, and we're very eager to get people into the registry. So we are happy to help in any way that we can.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much.
And then here's our contact information. Here's our emails. You can email us about anything about the registry that you have, and we will be glad to answer it.
Tiger, thank you very much.
Thank you, John.